What's up, everybody? I'm Cody.
And I'm Kelvin. Welcome to our lab, the Wow Lab. Hello to everyone watching our live video today.
Here in the Wow Lab, we want to hear the things you wonder about and see if we can find some answers that make you say, wow.
But have you ever wondered what it means to, wonder? Okay then, check this out.
What do you think it is, Matthias?
It looks like a bunny to me.
Yeah, it looks like a bunny or a rabbit. Got the legs there, you got the ears, the eyes, but the tail doesn't really look like a bunny. Oh, that does look like a duck. Because
I don't understand. It doesn't look like a duck.
Look, Matthias, look. So you see where the ears are?
Yes.
Think of that as a mouth, and this as the eye, and that as the head.
Are the circles black or white?
Wait, well, hold on. When I look around, when I look at one, the background of the other's one look black. I don't know what to think. First glance, that looks like a tree. These look like leaves.
Do you see any faces in it?
You can tell by the way it's shaped that it's something else, but I just can't see it.
Me neither.
Do you think he's facing forward or facing to the side? It depends on how you look at it.
Like the nose and mouth are going this way, but then the eyes are going this way.
Wait, what? Well, I think they're straight.
It just looks like
when you look straight, it looks like it's curving out just a tiny bit to the side. So I think it's straight, but it depends on how we look at it, right?
Yeah.
Wonder is when we are curious and feel surprised by what we find. God created our brains to wonder about the things around us because when we do, we'll be able to see how awesome and wonderful He is.
Yeah, in short, wonder makes us say, Mom.
Wow! And man, do I have something that's gonna make you say, wow! Cody, tell our viewers what is your all-time favorite snack?
All right, my all-time most favorite snack in the entire world, the snack of all snacks, is the warm, gooey, fresh out the oven, homemade chocolate chunk peanut butter potato chip cookie.
So in celebration of our final episode of the season, I stayed up all night baking a dozen of your favorite chocolate chunk peanut butter potato chip cookies. Where'd they all go?
I thought you said you baked a dozen, right?
Yes, so where did the other 11 and a half go?
I have no idea. Maybe someone on the crew got hungry? Maybe some ants broke them apart and carried them off. They're always carrying things out of my kitchen.
No, somebody must have broken into the lab and stolen them while we were backstage getting ready. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
At first, let's find out what you guys have been wondering this week.
Okay, Crazy About Horses says, I wonder why bad things happen in our lives. And I'm wondering that too. I worked so hard to bake those cookies for you, Cody, and I just don't understand why someone would do this.
Me either. And look, we have another comment. One great athlete says, does God really love everyone, even people who do bad things? That's a really good question.
Yeah, and Zelda Queen 2021 is wondering, does God know everything about my life? Like what I'm doing and thinking, or even what I'll be when I grow up? Those are all great questions. And I've read in the Bible that God does know everything. So I'm counting on Him to help me figure out who took my cookies. I want to get this experiment ready and we'll catch you in a few minutes.
Hey, Millie?
Yeah, Beaker.
What's got you looking so blue?
I'm just not having a good week.
Oh, that stinks. You want to talk about it?
Not really.
Okay. I trust that God knows what's going on and that He's got it all under control.
How does God know what's going on in my life? I haven't told Him.
Oh, because God made you and He knows everything about you, Millie.
Huh? I think you're just making that up.
Oh, no way. It's the truth. Even King David knew it and wrote it down thousands of years ago so that we would remember it today. This is what he said in Psalm 139. Lord, You have seen what is in my heart. You know all about me. You know when I sit down and when I get up. You know what I'm thinking even though you're far away. You know when I go out and when I come back home. You know exactly how I live. Lord, even before I speak a word, you know all about it. You're all around me, behind me, and in front of me. You hold me safe in your hand. I'm amazed at how well you know me. It's more than I can understand. How can I get away from your spirit? Where can I go to escape from you? If I go up to the heavens, you're there. If I lie down in the deepest parts of the earth, you're also there. Suppose I were to rise with the sun in the east? Suppose I travel to the west where it sinks into the ocean? Your hand would always be there to guide me. Your right hand would still be holding me close. You created the deepest parts of my being. You put me together inside my mother's body. How you made me is amazing and wonderful. I praise you for that. What you have done is wonderful. I know that very well. When you were putting me together, your eyes saw my body even before it was formed. You planned how many days I would live. You wrote down the number of them in your book before I had lived through even one of them. God, your thoughts about me are priceless. No one could possibly add them all up. If I could count them, they would be more than the grains of the sand. If I were to fall asleep counting and then wake up, you would still be there with me.
Wow, how did David know all those things?
Because he was really close friends with God. And the more your friendship with God grows, the more you'll see how much he loves you and cares about your life.
God seems like he's pretty busy being in charge of the whole universe and all. So how do I know if he really cares about my life?
Jesus said to look at the flowers and the birds. Flowers don't dress themselves, and birds don't plant crops or have pantries full of food. And you know why?
No, why?
Because they don't need to. God makes the flowers beautiful, and he gives birds all the food they need. And if God does that for birds and flowers, then surely he will take care of us, because we matter more to him than flowers and birds and anything else.
Well, that's really helpful to know. Some people at school made fun of the bow I was wearing yesterday, and I'm just worried that it's gonna happen again tomorrow.
Millie, I'm going to tell you what Jesus told his friends. He said, "Do not worry. Don't worry about your life and what you will eat or drink. And don't worry about your body and what you will wear. God knows what's going on in your life, so just do what he wants you to do, and he will give you everything you need." Jesus even said to his friends, "Don't worry about tomorrow." And I think that's what he wants you to know too.
Thanks, Beaker. It really does make me feel better to know that God knows all about my life and is taking care of me each day.
I can wonder about my life.
Okay, I've got the perfect experiment for us to do, and it's going to help us find out who ate all my cookies. One of the first things that forensic scientists look for when investigating a crime scene are fingerprints. Now, I know that they use a special power to do that, and we got some of that here, but I'm wondering if there's anything our viewers have at home that would work if they wanted to do some investigating of their own. So we're going to test out some different powders to try to lift a fingerprint off this plate and then compare it to all the fingerprints of everyone here in the lab today.
Cool. I'm just gonna put some gloves on so I don't tamper with the evidence.
Let's try using some baby powder. If you have a baby in your house, I'm sure you've seen this stuff before. So I'm gonna put some on the plate, and then I'm just gonna dust it around.
I'm not seeing anything, dude.
That's probably because the baby powder is white, and this plate is also white. But if you're looking for fingerprints on a dark surface, this stuff might do the trick. No worries though, I got something dark we could try. Great. Cocoa powder.
Hot cocoa? That's awful.
Well, yeah, it's plain cocoa powder, not hot cocoa powder that has sugar and other stuff in it that makes it taste so good.
Sorry I wasted your cocoa powder.
I think there's just enough left in here. All right, let's just move this around. You see anything? Yeah, there's a fingerprint right here. Go ahead and give me a piece of tape. Thank you. All right, we're just gonna take this piece of tape and put on this plate, and then, just like that.
Cool. What are you gonna do with it now?
All right, I'm going to transfer the fingerprint to this balloon so we can blow it up and look at it really big.
I can wonder about my life.
Okay, are you all ready to help us compare these fingerprints to that of the cookie thief?
Whoa, look at that. Kind of wondered what all those lines on my finger, a finger, looked like all blown up.
First up is our video girl, Diamond. Does her fingerprint match the one from our plate of cookies?
Doesn't look like it, man. I know Diamond's more of a ice cream sandwich kind of gal.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's try Blake's fingerprint. He does our audio and lighting. Is his fingerprint a match?
That's interesting, because Blake loves chocolate cookies about as much as I do. Gotta be him.
Fingerprints don't lie.
Everyone's got fingerprints, dude.
Yes, but no two fingerprints are alike. That's one of the millions of unique things that God designed when he created us.
Wow.
Wait a second. You've had gloves on this whole time. We never got your fingerprint.
There's not really a need for that. The supplies are all the way over there, and you know, it's kind of okay somebody ate all the cookies you made for me. I'm sure they were just hungry, needed a snack.
Nice try, man. Here, take off your glove and give me your fingerprint. And right here. Look at this. What are you guys seeing?
I'm so sorry, Calvin. I just forgot to eat breakfast this morning, and I didn't know if I was gonna make it until lunch. And I was so hungry, and your fresh, warm, out of the oven cookies tasted so good. I had to have one, and then another, and then another.
And then another, and then another, and then another. Cody, why didn't you just tell me?
Well, I didn't want you to be mad at me. I just thought I wouldn't say anything and nobody would know. But then we heard about how God knows everything. And I was like, great, now God's gonna be mad at me too.
God is definitely not mad at you, but he doesn't like it when we lie or try to hide things from him. He just loves us, and nothing you can do can change that or how he feels about you.
How is it even possible for God to love everyone, even people who do bad things?
It's hard to understand because God's not like us, and he knows way more than we do. But we know God loves us, not because we're lovable or deserve his love, but because he is love. As God can love you and forgive you for the wrong things you've done, then so can I.
I'm real sorry I ate all your cookies, but they were really good.
Well, I'm glad you liked them, and I'm glad I didn't have to break out my lie detector test.
You have a lie detector test? I've always wanted to try one of those.
You sure about that?
Lord, who is like you? Majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. Oh, yeah, you. Majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. You do amazing things. Your power, your goodness, your beauty, your justice, that show you're amazing. Yeah, you amaze me. Your power, your goodness, your beauty, your justice, that show you're amazing. Oh yeah, you amaze me. You, majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. Oh yeah, you, majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. You do amazing things. Your power, your goodness, your beauty, your justice, that show you're amazing. Yeah, you amaze me. Your power, your goodness, your beauty, your justice, that show you're amazing. Oh yeah, you amaze me. You, majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. Oh yeah, you, majestic and holy, you. All of the things you do, all of your glory fills me with wonder. You do amazing things.
That song reminds me of the verse we've been trying to memorize on the show this season. Everybody say it after me. Lord,
Lord,
who among the gods is like you?
who among the gods is like you?
Who is like you?
Who is like you?
You are majestic and holy.
You are majestic and holy.
Your glory fills me with wonder.
Your glory fills me with wonder.
You do amazing things.
You do amazing things.
Exodus 15:11.
Exodus 15:11.
Yeah, you've got it. Now, let's see if you can remember some other things from our show today.
Walk or point to the answer you think is correct. Here we go! What is Cody's favorite snack? Ice cream or chocolate chip cookies? The correct answer is chocolate chip cookies. Does God know everything about my life? The correct answer is yes. God does know every single thing about your life. Does God really love everyone, even people who do bad things? Yes, God really does love everyone because God is love. Crazy About Horses says, I wonder why bad things happen in our lives.
We didn't answer that.
No, but I bet Professor Sai can.
Professor Sai here to help you wonder why. Have you ever wondered why bad things happen? Sir Isaac Newton was onto something when he said that for every action, there is a reaction. If you do 20 jumping jacks, which is an action, your body has a reaction. Your heart will beat faster, and you might be out of breath. Or if you bite your tongue, action, it will hurt, reaction. The same is true for sin. Sin is the wrong things people do, or the wrong actions people take. And remember, every action has a reaction. Like if Quinn hits her brother, action, there will be a reaction. Her brother might hit her back, or she might have a consequence, like doing his chores for a week. And her action probably caused her parents to feel angry too. You see, a person's actions don't just affect them, they affect everyone around them. Quinn's action not only hurt her brother, but it also hurt her parents and herself. Actions and reactions are happening all around us every day. And when people choose to do wrong things, they cause reactions that not only hurt themselves, but also hurt others, like you and me. You may be wondering why God lets bad things like this happen. But you see, one of the most loving things God does is He lets us make choices. He doesn't force us to love Him or do what He says. That wouldn't be very loving, would it? Instead, God gives people a choice. And when people choose to do wrong things, those actions cause reactions that hurt other people. And that's why bad things happen. We try to understand why things are happening right here, right now, because that's where we are. But God sees everything that's happening throughout all of history and even into the future. And He promises that even when bad things happen, He can use them for good, because He has good plans for all of our lives.
I can wonder about my life.
I wonder about a lot of things about my life, like what I'll eat for breakfast tomorrow. Why I have a freckle on my ear? Will my parents ever get along?
I wonder why I have such a hard time telling the truth some days, or why I like chocolate chip cookies so much more than ice cream.
God made us all unique, and He cares about us more than we can imagine.
So we don't need to worry about what'll happen tomorrow. We just need to make the choice to love God, do what He says, and trust that He has a great plan for our lives, just like He promised. All right, that's all for today. But if you've got more questions, here's what you can do. Talk to God and tell Him what you're wondering about. You can even ask Him to show you an answer. Read the Bible. It's full of amazing things that will blow your mind. You can even ask a grown-up what you're wondering and see what they can help you find.
As always, keep wondering until you find out something that makes you say, wow! See you next time, guys.
Bye.
I can wonder about my life.